You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Ooh, baby, we got a wild one for you this week. We sit here and talk. We talk about bros. We talk about Dipper sucking a dick.
I have been known to suck a dick. I am reporting live from Knoxville, Tennessee, getting my lovely little life together. You ready to jam on with a good old podcast?
Yeah, baby. Jam on.
Jam on. Meatball treats her cats like children.
Jam on.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us.
sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Oh, you sloppy, stupid little fuck, you nasty little fuck, you dirty little fuck, you stupid little fuck, you nasty little fuck. What it was like with Big Dipper and Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
Baby, I'm Nikki Blonsky. Let me tell you, you ignored my phone call, but I FaceTime called you last night because the hotel I'm staying in is so nice. And I wanted to give you a tour last night when I first arrived.
Well, I was seeing the beautiful film Bros, so I could not answer.
Okay, you went.
I did go. But tell me about your hotel room. First of all, I love any hotel room with a map in the background. That says wildlife management. Holy shit.
The bathroom
Whoa,
is...
whoa.
The bathroom
What's over
is-
behind those doors?
That's a closet.
Oh.
That's like a wet bar. Then there's like the hallway. The hallway towards the big bathroom with a huge shower that has like a seat, has a chair in it. Big windows. I'm down by the World's Fair Park in Knoxville, Tennessee.
For Bear Week? Bear Pride?
Pride.
Regular Pride and you're a bear.
Yeah, and I perform in 2 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Middle of the day at an amphitheater. I took video too because I was like, oh, okay.
I love an amphitheater. You're down at the bottom. Everyone could see you.
It's
technology of the Grecians.
Huge.
Oh, girl. I hope you have dancers.
I have no dancers, and this is all the space. I think I showed
that
this.
Is enormous. How many seats is that?
It's just such open space behind me. It's a huge stage.
You're gonna be. I know you in those big old thick calves, pumping it from one side to the other.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be
wild rapid,
exhausted. I feel like I'm very out of shape too, and I was like, I'm gonna try to like stretch and everything. I don't know. We'll see what happens. My biggest concern, and it'll be fun because I can give the actual report on what happens, but right now I'm sort of swirling in anxiety. And I expressed this completely to everyone when I got here. Mm-hmm. I said, now you guys are promoting an all ages event.
Oh no.
I give it to you raw dog nasty style. That's the way.
You're gonna be on the next conservative TikTok.
Yeah, so someone is gonna whip out their phone and I will be getting death threats. No, I just feel like, so I said this and then I went to their website and the website was like, they posted about my performance and the first comment underneath on the Facebook page was, is this family friendly? And the Pride organization commented back, yes.
Dipper, you gotta get out. You gotta go. You're gonna have it's gonna be boo, tomato. You gotta run.
So I don't know. I'm sure at some point I'm going to say like, hey, maybe if you have your kids here, you want to take them for a walk somewhere, or I'm about to give them the most comprehensive gay sex education that they're ever going to get right now.
I'm just thinking of some of the classic lyrics about your dick down my throat and such.
Oh, it's very much giving and such as. Yeah,
Bros was beautiful.
the comment says, "Is this kid friendly?" question mark. And they responded, "The show is all ages for Pride."
Well, okay. That brings on a larger conversation that I don't think needs to be had.
Well,
About
you
what
brought it
is
up.
appropriate. What is?
Well, I will say this: it's 3:00 in the afternoon that I will be performing. So
They knew that they were booking you. It's not like they can't do a quick goog and see what you
the
perform.
ASL interpreters have all the lyrics, and the Pride organization people said, "Oh yeah, we know. We want you to do Chunkita. We want you to give us the good at sex." I said, the problem is, I guess my thing is, I'm just not well. I'm not.
uncomfortable.
I'm not well versed at how to bleep myself. You know, like you see,
Oh,
Nicki Minaj. What's her name?
Nicki Minaj.
Minaj.
Yeah, they're very good at like coming up with a new word or just moving the mic and not saying it.
Right, or Nikki loves to do the she holds the mic out to the crowd. She's like
Oh.
she's like, all these bitches is my She just holds it out for like a minute, lets everyone rap their lyrics. No one knows my lyrics. But yeah,
Don't be
so I don't
hard
know.
on yourself.
I think I'll just have to I'll say fuck like
Ukfe. You know what I mean? Give him a little pig Latin.
it's a lot of muscle memory though. We'll see. They did tell me I couldn't strip. They said you can't go below a Speedo, like an underwear brief.
That's half your costumes.
They said we got laws, baby. We got laws. We have to abide by.
Well, and there's children there.
So me and Aja will be doing a meet and greet together.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah. I said I like to do my meet and greet after I perform because then people have a reference point, because otherwise they're like, what the fuck are we doing here? But obviously queens like to do it beforehand so they look their most set and pretty.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like drenched in sweat post gig, and she's going to be like beautifully perfect, fresh from the hotel room.
Good for her.
Good for her. Okay, tell me about bros. Oh, also, not to do like Flight Chat and Delta Lounge and all that.
We can't keep talking about this.
I'm just going to say they bamboozled me, and I will be making a phone call. I bought a Comfort Plus seat in order to be Comfortly Plus. And this is an old plane that didn't have 3 sections. Like, this is an old plane that literally had first class and then main cabin. And I knew it was an old plane because like the screens were really small and they still had a credit card swipe, like you could buy a movie off of.
Oh God.
And it, you know, that's not that old. That's like a 15-year-old plane, and planes are meant to like last a long time. So, but the seats are no bigger in what they consider Comfort Plus. And the man was bigger than me, who was sitting next to me. And it was a 4-hour flight, and I had to just squeeze. My arms were stuck. My right arm is in fact sore from holding it into my body.
You need
for
to get
4
a
hours.
massage.
Well, now you're on my team all of a sudden. You're like, don't be so hard on yourself. You better come back here and get a massage.
You deserve it.
A Nicki
because
massage.
I had a very similar experience where I flew to New York in Comfort Plus on a nice plane, where the Comfort Plus seats were like extra wide, and like my sides weren't touching the sidewalls. Like it was beautiful.
New planes, the Comfort Plus is lit.
Yeah. And I was like right behind first class, so I didn't have to put stuff in front of me. It was like up in the thing above me. It was beautiful. Then I got the Comfort Plus on the way back, and it was what you were talking about, where I was like just cramped in. And also it was a window seat, but it wasn't a window seat with a well. It was a window seat with the hump in. So the whole time I was just trapped like this.
It's not scalloped.
And the little Christian scalloped, yeah. And the little Christian girl sitting next to me fucking had no problem hit me with her elbow every 5 seconds. She was over there tip tap typing away the whole time, hitting me up. I was pissed as hell. Anyway, Bros is a beautiful film. It's a little long, I will say. Could have cut 30 minutes out of it. There were a few moments where they were like really delivering some heartfelt monologues that I just completely zoned out. Like I literally turned to Michael and I was like, what just happened? I wasn't paying attention. But
well,
it is very funny.
you famously don't like movies nor enjoy watching them or
correct. Yes. I don't like anything that's like longer than 45 minutes.
So that could be it.
General attention span. But the general consensus of everybody that was in the theater with us, because we did see it with a bunch of gay guys, was in a rented out theater where yesterday was my last day.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was great. Guy Branum was there. I didn't realize Guy Branum was in the movie. So then when he came up in the movie, I was like, I just didn't know. I hadn't
he was in the theater with you.
He was in the theater with us. Yeah, so that was funny. Didn't realize that. I didn't really know anything about the movie. Like I know people were talking about it, but I didn't really pay attention to it. But it's good. I'd go see it.
I was thinking about because my show's this afternoon, I was thinking about trying to go tonight to see it because I think there's a lot of conversation around. I am a fan of everyone in the film. I want to watch this movie. I love rom-coms and I like gay shit. So but there is a lot of conversation about, regardless of how you feel about this movie or if you're interested, going to see it to show Hollywood that it can make a cute coin on the opening weekend feels important.
Yes.
So maybe I'll just go online and buy a ticket for it.
I gotta say, it is.
Whether I can go or not.
There are parts of it that are so hysterical. Like it reminded me
when a woman is too emotional, that kind of hysterical.
Or me, just any day of the week.
I'm joking.
There are parts that remind me of like old school 30 Rock. It would like cut to little cut scenes that were like hilarious.
Racist,
it was just
mean? Old school 30 Rock?
No, this was so anti-racist. Like, I feel like it was cast so well. There were probably an equal amount of white people to people of color or more people of color. Like, it was well done. Simone is in it. She gets her one good line in, girl. She serves.
And she's in and you sent me that clip of Kimora.
Oh my God. Kimora and Cornbread and what's her name? Ginger Minch in Hocus Pocus 2. Kimora delivers that line.
Just that one line. Yes. And a hand gesture.
Wait, what was it though?
I don't know. You texted it to me, but you know what I immediately thought? First of all,
they're giving bits? What?
I immediately thought of her trying to deliver her one line on Drag Race. And I'm like, it could have been amazing if she said it and they looked at her and then she said it a second time, like as a joke.
Yeah.
But also it was so clear that she is just not like, she's not a trained actor, right? She's just like a sweetheart. Her arm, she puts her arm out and gives the wagging gay finger. It covers her entire face when she does it. And I'm like, oh, you didn't learn about, you don't have the skills that a young Mr. Dussel would have, and upstage, downstage, and how to not cover her face.
Outstage, downstage, baby.
Let's take a break.
No. Okay.
Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off.
And we're back.
Still, we're
What
talking
other
about
gay
acting.
movies are happening?
No, I want you to say what you were going to say about cornbread real fast. Or not about cornbread, about Kimura.
Oh, it was just my favorite version of acting. Like, I love bad acting. But I just feel like, I don't know, she did the best that she could. Leave her alone. She's really sweet.
Blood of thy mare. Oh, they're doing a bit. That's right, girls. Take all this blood. With pleasure.
It's the.
They're all
she says-
delivering the same way. Gay.
Oh, they're doing a bit. That's
Woo!
right, girls. Take all this blood.
Ooh, they're doing a bit.
Ooh, they're doing a bit.
I just love it. I'm going to start saying that now. Anytime someone starts doing a bit, ooh, they're doing a bit.
I love it.
Okay, you know what film I just watched? Yes, it was on the plane, but we'll just move past that. Was The Firm. Now, this is an old film. It's a John Grisham book turned into a movie starring Tom Cruise.
Okay.
This movie was 2.5 hours long.
No.
It's you just said no, and then we move on. It starred Marcia Gay Harden, young
Love
Marcia
her.
Gay Harden, gorge, and maybe someone named Jennifer.
Remember when she was on Law and Order SVU and then she played like a DA who then was an alcoholic who then was a murderer and then they had to arrest her?
I have not
Anyway,
watched. I'm sorry, it wasn't Marcia Gay Harden. It's Jeannie Triplehorn.
Jean Triplehorn?
Jean Triplehorn.
Yeah.
You know her?
Okay. I do know her. She's a great character actress.
She's not a character actress.
She is to me.
Holly Hunter is in this film.
Oh, I like Holly Hunter. She does a lot of TV work.
And she plays the mom in The Incredibles.
Oh, yeah.
Gene Hackman, Tom Cruise, Ed Harris is in the movie. Okay. And
What is it about?
it is a psychological thriller.
Psychological thriller.
But it's about a law firm that's like tied into the mob, and then they there's a lot of like blackmail and the FBI and trying to get some files and XYZ, et cetera, et cetera. What's interesting about it is like and Gary Busey makes a little cameo in it, and then who I recommended is recognized is this woman named Karina Lombard, who I never knew her name, but she played Marina on the original L Word. Did you ever watch the original L Word?
No.
I've watched it all 3 times over on Netflix.
Couldn't get into it.
It's so good. Anyways, this film was so funny because it was so long, it was so slow moving, but it was also really like, there's just something about older movies where they just really spend time on everything.
Yeah.
Like the opening sequence is a montage of Boston because he's graduating from Harvard Law, and he's like taking a bunch of interviews. And if you like really look at it, each of them is taking place in a different location. There are actors in all of those interview scenes. There's a whole scene that takes place in a restaurant where all he does is serve 2 burgers to show that he has a job. But there's like 70 people in this scene and this big sweeping camera shot. It's like they used to spend money on shit like that to really paint the picture of a character's life. That's all.
And movies back then were also like a lot longer. Like I'm thinking of
that's what I
Woody
mean.
Allen films that I would watch back when I liked them, but I hate them now. But there would be like super long shots of just like boring conversations of them walking down by Central Park. But like it would be long nothingness conversations just to like prove the point that like they're in New York. Or then it would be the next shot would be them walking on a long fucking street in LA to be like, oh, we're in LA now. Like establishing shots, but they're like too long. I hate it. I don't like film.
You like being in a film?
I did. Okay, so when I was in New York, I ran into one of the writers of that movie works at a bar that me and Bitch Pudding went to. And so like I walked into the bar, we were a little tipsy.
What movie, Bros?
No, the one that I did at the Disney.
Oh, got it.
And he was like working.
Do I have to bleep that?
No, you can leave it in, I think. I didn't sign anything.
I did a thing with your boyfriend recently, and I chose not to sign any of the contracts. And he was like, "Can you send me all those signed contracts?" And I was like, "No, I'm pulling a meatball, and I don't want to sign anything." And he was like, "That's why I've never hired Meatball to do anything I'm working on, because I don't play that. Run me my contracts." And I was like, "Okay, I apologize." And I immediately docu-signed everything on my phone and sent.
He asked me to do it, and it was like a little difficult. And he was like, "Never mind."
Yeah, girl. The release I had to sign was many pages,
but it looked like a lot of fun. I saw like a couple clips.
Yeah, it was all right. So you ran into the writer of the thing on the whatever
at the club, and it was interesting.
The club. Also, wait, how was New York? You were just there for a boop, but did you do anything?
We just went out. We went to Barcade one night and played games, and then we really just stayed near the hotel. It wasn't anything super
Times Square,
crazy.
Midtown.
It was Chelsea.
Start spreading
the news. Oh, I'm going to CatCon today. We're done with this. I'm going straight to CatCon. We're thinking about taking Archie. You can take your cat. We might want to see if he would like have fun, but I also don't want him like maybe having a cat panic attack to ruin my day.
How would you take him? In a bag?
In a cat carrier?
And just carry him around in a carrier?
Yeah. Or maybe when we get there, we buy one of those little cat strollers.
No.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with walking him around in a cat stroller if he's enjoying himself.
No. The funny thing about this is you do not at all strike me as a cat person. And you spend so much time taking care of these 2 fucking cats.
Absolutely.
Like you're really invested in them.
Well, I can't, we own them. We cannot let them die. But I also want them to be like healthy. So I'm a little bit weird about if they start acting weird. I'm like, all right, time to go to the vet. But we also have,
You really must be on a first name basis at the vet.
We kind of are, but what is it? We go to a vet place that's super cool. It's called Modern Animal, and you do it all like through an app. So like anything that's wrong with your cat, you can just be like, hey, something's up. And they're like, all right, come at these times. You just go drop your cat off.
I used to work at an animal hospital, right?
Well, this isn't a normal animal hospital.
This is
It's
a
expensive.
It's a modern animal hospital. Yeah, when I was 14,
I think
15.
you told us that. You did say that because then I was like, wait, I thought you worked at a Chinese restaurant. And you were like, no, that was before this.
Both. No, I worked at them at the same time.
What kind of stuff did you do?
I worked at the front
Hold the-
desk.
Oh.
I would hold some of the bigger animals. I would prep medication. Like if the prescription's printed out, I would like put the pills on the little pill counter and like slide them over into, bottles and count the pills.
Was that fun?
No, I mean, because there was nothing in there. I mean, yes, the pill counting was fun because it felt like sort of like a real job.
Yeah.
And then I would stock, like when deliveries would come, I would stock stuff. I would like feed the animals that they have to keep some animals overnight. So back in like, there were like a bank of kennels. So I would like feed them and clean out the cages. And there was a lot of cleaning up shit, like a lot of cleaning up shit. And then the worst one, do you want to know the worst one?
Mm-hmm.
Bagging up the dead animals after they got euthanized and putting them in the freezer.
I thought you cooked them, or I thought you no, not cremated, burned them up.
No, well, I would put them in bags and label them and put them in a freezer, and then the cremation service would come and pick them up and take them away. Can I tell you the absolute worst?
Mm-hmm.
There was a dog that came in, a big dog, that had bit a couple different people. And because he wasn't up to date on his rabies, he was put down. And he was a somewhat young, big dog. It was really, really awful and sad. But because rabies can be serious, if it's transferred to a human or whatever, they have to check and see if the dog has rabies because the dog isn't vaccinated. And the way to do that is by sending the brain to the lab. So we had to decapitate the dog. And it took a really long time because it like dulled out all of the scalpels. And I helped. Like I had to like hold for leverage the body. Is that crazy? I was like 16 years old.
I couldn't. I was just reminding me of something. Oh, did I ever tell you about the time when I was living with Felony Dodger and they were all of a sudden one day something like showed up and it was in our freezer in like a bunch of plastic bags and I was like, "What is that?" And she was like, "Oh, it's just nothing. It's just like salted meat or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's weird." And eventually I was finally like, "This thing is taking up so much space." And she was like, "It's a dead possum that I'm going to skin for my Dragula audition tape."
Did she? Or you
She
were like,
had
get
a
this out
dead
of here?
possum in my freezer for close to like 6 months. This is the same person that fed me pizza that she found sitting on a garbage can downtown.
I remember that.
I feel like
story.
she
I
wanted
love
me
that.
dead.
She said, yeah, don't worry about it. It's some salted meat. She probably did salt it to try to keep it.
Try to keep it dry or whatever. Yeah, she did a lot of weird shit to it.
Insane. All right, let's take another break.
Let's take another break.
I sucked a dick this week. You want to hear about that?
Yeah, okay. And we're back. You sucked a dick this week?
So I did some sex recently, and this
Give it
guy
to me.
was an awful kisser. You know the kind of kisser that,
How
like,
bad was he?
okay, so for me, I like kissing. Like there needs to be a lot of lip coverage, There needs to be like not dry lips. There needs to be like, it's got to be got a lot of good lips. I don't mind when one lip, when like you go on top of my lip or my lip goes on top of you, like top, bottom, like inner, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't mind that, but you can't start there. Like at least start lip to lip and then sort of lip matching. You start lip matching and then you you finesse like who's hitting the top part, who's hitting the bottom.
Who's hitting the bottom? You find a nice balance, and then you introduce tongue, maybe.
Yes, and then to me,
are you into like full tongue all the way into your mouth?
Not immediately. It has yes. Yes.
Like that's the sound that it would make if it was all the way out.
Like if you were a goat and you fully extended your tongue, you would make that bleeding sound that would go.
Or like a giraffe reaching for a leaf. You know when they stick that long.
Now I am into that. I can be into that, but it's all about the chemistry and building. Something that I find very hot is when there's that right chemistry, when you start, I've said this before, when you start sharing breath. Like I find that like sort of breathing in and out as you're kissing with another person. Like I find it really hot, really intimate, but you have to, the vibe has to be there. And this person like started immediately with like just my top lip. Like he was kissing only my top lip, so he was on top. He didn't even let anything happen to the bottom lip. His tongue, you were jokingly darting your tongue around like a goat. That's what he was doing. Ska, 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 ska. Just like jabbing all over. Just mild, please. He was just like, I was like, what? There's no like vibe. There's no sensuality. You're just going like, yeah. It was crazy. So I was like, let me just suck your dick instead. So I was sucking his dick. Great dick, thick dick. He had a piercing.
I love it.
I don't. So the piercing was out. So he had a hole where the piercing would normally be. Now I have sucked a few dicks like this before. That they're the home.
Play it like a recorder.
There's a. I'm like, hot cross buns, hot cross buns.
Nothing like them.
Play it like Lizzo played the crystal flute in the Library of Congress.
Oh my god, I'm mad.
Everyone is stupid. So I have definitely housed a dick that was the home of a PA before.
Ooh.
And normally the skin is a little rough near the hole, like scar tissue. Yeah, just because, like
a keloid.
Yes, almost one might say I'd prefer
rather
not to show you. I'd rather not show you where my keloid is. It's on the head of my dick from my Prince Albert piercing. So, like I was sucking a dick, and then I really got looking at it, and I realized that on the hole, the bottom hole of the PA, that crusty skin that you get, like, on your heel, say. Like when you go to a pedicure and we've talked about this when they pull out the cheese grater that's not allowed.
The pedic, yeah.
And they cheese grate and you don't even feel it because your heel is like that rough.
Ooh, I'd rather not. That's disgusting. That's really disgusting.
And it wasn't everywhere, and it didn't look like infected. But it was just like the way that his body healed the piercing. That skin was like, we're good and done, and we're gonna be hard like plastic. And it just felt wild. In my mind, I kept thinking like, you couldn't just constantly be putting lotions or oils or something.
Yeah, something to get
on
that
the
skin
tip
softer.
of your dick. Like, don't you want your dick skin to be soft, not like soft everywhere and like one hard bump? And it wasn't like
guys like it
again. Nothing like it. It was a wild experience. And then afterwards, I was like, "How long have you had your dick pierced?" And he was like, "A year and a half." And I was like, "That's fresh." Like, you could have solved this a long time. If he had said like 7 years, I would be like, okay, well, you just for the rest of your life, you have this like crunchy moment of skin on the underside of your dickhead.
Is that like you haven't
No
encountered
idea.
that with any other ones? That's gross then.
I have encountered like a different texture, or yes, a harder texture, but more like scar tissue, not like hard.
The human body is so strange. We talk about it so often. But
Jason Mraz said it right.
your body is a wonderland. Going back to being kissed weird. One time when I was making out with somebody, I don't know if they just didn't want to make out with me anymore or
Yes,
what.
it was that.
But they were. All right, well,
Sorry, go
solved.
ahead.
Moving on.
No, go ahead.
I
Tell us your
couldn't tell
story.
they didn't want to make out with me anymore. But we went from
Yeah, it was
kissing
that one. They wanted to stop me.
we were making out completely normal, and then something happened, and then they all of a sudden just started like full blown open mouth, like tongue out, just licking from my chin up to the top of my nose.
Bleating. Brrr. How does a goat sound? See, here's the thing. I remember the first time someone
Wait,
put.
but he licked my face. Like, what do you? It was because he wanted to stop kissing me.
No, I remember the first time someone did that to me, where we were making out, and then all of a sudden their tongue was in my nostrils.
No,
You know how some no, you know how some people have
not.
you know
I
how
refuse to believe.
You know how some people have like a very, like a very curved tongue, like a like a circular.
Oh, no.
And then other people have the point, like the pointy
Yes.
tongue. This motherfucker had a Q-tip on the end of the tongue, the way the tongue shape was, because he was like, slurp? Like he went up each nostril. He licked my face. He licked my head. He went in my ears.
He'd lick up there and he'd go, wait, now is that cocaine? It's on me. I'd be like, yeah, that's where I keep it.
He'd come out of that nose talking about, hey! I will say, I do think it's kind of gross, but I do like the feeling when they go ham on the ear.
I do too, but then I always have that fear where I'm like, when was the last time I really deep cleaned the inside of my ear?
And then
you
you're
know?
kissing them again.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, it all tastes normal.
This is why, okay, Meatball, I'm always going to come back to you on this. This is why scheduling sex to me is enjoyable, because I'm not saying I'm dirty in my day-to-day life, but I'm saying when I schedule sex, I know for sure I have really gotten into all the Thomas English Muffins nooks and crannies of my body.
Thomas McMuffin McGriddle McWhattens?
Thomas's English Muffins,
Oh,
nooks and crannies of my body.
okay. Sorry.
I was just doing a qualifier. Like, remember when Minnie Horowitz was on the show and she was like, if I'm not Leah Remini going clear, then we're not having sex.
No,
If I haven't cleaned in all my Thomas's English Muffins, nooks and crannies, honey, I'm not trying to give this body up. That's how I feel. I'm like, so if I know we're going to get together at 2 p.m., I know that at 1:15 I can get in that shower, I can clean the whole body, I can lotion up, and I'm ready for you to be in my Thomas's.
well, yeah. You take a quick 30-minute shower, and then you sit after you've lotioned up in front of a fan.
Quick 30-minute shower? I'm showering in 2.5 minutes. I'm showering in Charlie Sheen stars as 2.5 men.
Man, that's a good. Wait,
You take
now
30 minutes in the shower?
No, I take 15, but I think that's fast.
What are you doing? Breathing heavy before you bend over to clean your calves?
Absolutely. But I am cleaning them and the bottom of my feet. No, I
shoop, shoop.
Okay, here's what's going on. I scrub the underarms. I give the whole body, the grundle, everywhere a good deep scrub.
What you doing
Rinse
to
it
the
off.
gooch?
Going back, grundle and gooch, that's the same.
Honey,
Right.
I'm giving grundle. I'm giving gooch.
I'm giving gooch. I'm giving cunt. I'm giving puss. And then I do it again, and then I rinse off, and then I do it again.
Oh,
and
you
then
do
I rinse
it.
off.
You're
I'm
giving,
doing 3
you're
deep
giving
scrubs because
1997 Bulls three-peat.
yeah, mama, because I'm
You don't
terrified
get
because
that
even
reference. That's fine.
I don't understand.
It's when the Bulls
who
won the
Bulls are.
champions three times in a row. We called it a three-peat.
What is that map in the background? It says the wildlife management area.
It's-
Where
yeah.
are you again?
It
Florida?
shows the borderline of
I'm on the borderline, baby.
over
I'm
here
on
is the
movement.
borderline of Tennessee and Alabama. Remember we went to
Tennessee.
Mobile, Alabama?
Yeah, be bobs.
Yeah, so I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. All right, let's
Let's take a break. And we're back.
now let's have a conversation, because if we're really getting into it, in just what, 2 days? 3 days?
2 days from now. 3 days.
We will
from
be
now.
in
We will be
Atlanta.
in Atlanta, Georgia. For
We will be
Fat
at
Slut Atlanta.
Venkman's
Venkman's
performing Fat Slut
Atlanta.
Fat Slut Atlanta. And there really is an all-star lineup.
It's truly going to be incredible. We got Silky Nutmeg Ganache. We're going to see if she tries to kill me. We have the one and only Nicole Paige Brooks will also be there performing. Big Dipper, unfortunately, you'll be there. We have Pink J Queen, J Bella Banks, Ocean Kelly, Allosaurus Rex, and Taylor Alexander, who will be DJing for us this lovely evening.
It's very exciting, to be honest.
And we may have a special guest judge.
What?
Boomer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he
Boomer
confirmed.
Banks and his foreskin will be there. And hopefully I can do a shot out of it. Unless he has an STD. Whatever you want to call him, I don't want him.
Boomer Banks just spoke at the... Why would he have an STI? Boomer Banks just spoke at the White House.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was I was just texting with him. They did like the White House. The White House did a thing about monkeypox, and they brought a bunch of people there to like share their experiences and talk about where, you know, the government fell short and the rollout of the vaccine and all this stuff. And he spoke at the White House. So you're going to have like a contributor to the national dialogue on like queer health judging your sexy food eating contest.
This is iconic.
Yeah.
This is he deserves a Peabody. I deserve a
Honey,
Peabody.
I want to pee on his body. You know what I'm saying?
Well, just go to any public restroom.
Do you want to hear the verse I wrote on my I'm doing a collab with Ocean Kelly, and I'm gonna preview the verse right now.
Okay.
You can tell me what song you think it's gonna be to.
Okay. Freaky.
No. You ruined it for the audience.
Oops, sorry. Bleep it out.
5 things about me are my ass and my thighs and my dick and my balls. The fact I like to fuck guys is giving thick in the belly. I'm juicy couture and I swallow all the fellies from Bangkok to Jaipur. Nips, tits, kiss dicks, shove this fist up in this bitch. Spank me, wank me, then take me to the bank. Me a freaky little fucker, so pay me what I'm worth. Grab your gut, feed me butt, and I'll slurp down all your squirt. And I'm a family-friendly show here in Knoxville.
My
Tennessee.
favorite part was when you said 5 things about me and then said 2 things. And then I was like, I hope it just ends there. It's like 5 things about me. It's my ass and my thighs.
And my dick and my balls.
No, I know, but like it would have been funny if you're like 5 things about me. Here's these 2. And then
Here's 2. Here's 2. Okay, have you seen the social media trend
Yeah.
of people doing the
Yeah,
freaky
telling
thing.
the stories. Some of them are brutal to watch.
Well, tell me about this, because there's like a
Okay.
couple things. Like, I think the point of it, if we get into it, the point of it is to not be on rhythm.
Yes.
The point of it is just to say one thing about me and then tell the story and occasionally sort of
Get a rhyme.
hit a rim, a ribbon. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Come on, boys, it's Bob
Till the
Slut time.
rhythm of the night, get until the morning light. Get the goop a dee da da.
But I've seen a couple people who are so off rhythm and basis it like doesn't even make sense. You should just like tell the story as a story time. And then I've seen other people that are like really good at music, so they can't help but be on the beat and then keep making rhymes. And it's clear they're not trying to, but they just like freestyle and it sounds really good. And they like turn rhymes into
Those are the good
storytelling.
ones.
Well, anyhow, to each their own.
In other news, one famous
Wait,
drag
just
queen,
to
Detox,
say-
is suing. Okay.
Everyone come to Fat Slut. Actually come, buy your ticket,
Buy
text
your
your
tickets.
friends in Atlanta, because the venue has like you have to buy a ticket to get in the venue.
Yeah.
And theoretically we could meet the occupancy or the capacity. And so don't just count on getting a ticket at the door. You have to buy in advance. That's what
Yes,
that's what
that
we're
is the thing, because there is an occupancy that is just get your tickets early, please.
Yes, that's all.
Because I
It's
don't
not-
want anyone upset.
right. Okay, so Detox is
And
suing
Detox
who?
is suing one of those big touring companies for damage caused to her face in rehearsals like 2 years ago. It was I think it was a Work the World tour or something, when she got hit in the face and like she had like damage to her eye, and she continued to work like with the eye damage, and she was like wearing an eye patch. Do you remember that? She like wore an eye patch for a long time.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I remember that.
And so apparently it caused a bunch of damage, and she had to like do a bunch of yeah. So there's a whole article like in the somewhere. Sent it to her.
I thought she was dead.
Honestly, same. It was like shocking when she walked up.
Any final thoughts for the week, Meatball?
You know, going into this October, some may call it sober October. I can't wait
Oh.
to not consume alcohol for 30 days, for the 30 days of October.
Is that true?
Yeah. Last night was my last night drinking alcohol for 30 days.
Do other people call it sober October, or you are just
Yes.
saying that?
No, there's other people that do it. I told Tony last night, Tony Soto, everybody, my great supportive friend, told me, you're you're like the third person that told me that. You know, Tony Soto reminds me of Roger from
Oh my God, totally.
American Dad.
Totally. You're like the third person that told me that.
You're like the third person that told me that. It's me, Tony Soto.
Okay, well, don't do all that.
Do you have any final? I mean, go out.
I'm going to be
and
doing sober October as
be
well.
love. Well, I'm only doing it for 30 days. I will be.
Yeah, I will
drinking
do
on
it for
one day.
Oh, which day on Halloween? Or the 7th?
Probably October 7th for Fat Slut Atlanta.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm excited for Fat Slut. I just want to wear. I'm gonna try to challenge myself to have a really simple costuming experience, because you saw when we went to Austin how my costume fucked up. I want to just do I want to challenge myself to do like top layer, middle layer, bottom layer, like really simple, really easy. Give them just what they want. Do the strip show.
You gotta give it what. Wait, what does the roof say? You gotta give them just what they want. You gotta let them have it. What is that song?
I love that I just said it and you're like, what did she say?
Wait, what does she say? Mile, please. All right.
You wanna
Well,
see
thank you
me?
so much for listening.
You want to see me?
Go off.
Give
Thank
them
you so much
just
for
what they
listening to this
want.
week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at Sloppy Pod. You can follow our personal Instagrams at Big Dipper Jelly and Spiciest Meatball. I'm Fat Drag Meatball on Twitter and Meatball the Drag Queen on TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. And go ahead and follow Mom Podcasts everywhere, including YouTube, where you can see our Friday interviews, well, half of them, unless you join Mom Plus for $5 a month. I don't know how much it is anymore. How much is Mom Plus?
$4.99.
$4.99. Goodbye, Mom. To listen to Sloppy Seconds one day early, ad-free, and to watch our full video episodes, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Editing and sound design by
William Pitts. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.